Hello Reddit, this is the Antiquary here with my first ever ESP mind reading trick. I'm pretty excited about it. I'd love to hear your comments and I hope you enjoy it. I have a small packet of 12 cards here. They look like bicycle playing cards on the back, but on the front you'll see they're actually marked with these old ESP symbols. Alright, we've got some circles, crosses, different colors, that kind of thing. What matters for this experiment is the pairs. There's a pair of each, so the pair is matched in color and shape. You see it's perfect. A green circle, perfect pair. Now, I wanted to demonstrate that to you, but I don't want to actually leave the cards in that perfect condition. So I actually want to just mix them up a little bit more. That should do it. And I'd like you to verify something for me. I'm going to just go through the cards, showing you pairs at a time. All I'd like you to do is verify that there are no more perfect pairs in the packet. Does that make sense? So it's okay if colors match, it's okay if shapes match, but we don't want color and shape to match. If it's okay, if it's not a perfect match, you don't need to say anything. Just alert me if there is a perfect match, and we'll keep mixing the cards. Okay? So here we go. I'm just going to show these to you real quick here. Again, no, I don't want you to say anything if they're an imperfect match. If it's imperfect, don't say anything. But if it is a perfect match, that's the only time when you need to let me know. All right, still good? Still good? Yeah. Okay. Now, you didn't say anything, so I'm going to assume that the cards are in fact mixed. At least that there are no perfect pairs in the pack. Now, I want you to have a chance to mix these cards a little bit further. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to deal these pairs, the pairs that you just saw, into two piles. We'll call this the left pile and the right pile. But I'm going to give you the option to switch the cards. Right? I'm not going to change the order in which I deal them, but you can switch them after the fact. So I think that's pretty fair. So for example, do you want to switch these two cards? Let's say you do. Okay, so we'll switch them like that. Okay? Again, I'm going to deal 1, 2, left, right. I'm not changing the order. It's up to you. Do you want to keep them or switch them? Let's say you switch them again. All right. Again, we'll deal 2 cards. Again, keep or switch. Let's say you keep. Again, 2 cards. Keep or switch. Let's say you keep. 2 cards. Keep or switch. Let's say you switch. 2 cards. Keep or switch. Let's say you switch. One last choice for you now, Reddit. We've got the 2 piles here now. You can pick. Do you want to take this pile or that pile? Either one. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Let's say you take this pile. All right, so that's yours. The other pile, all I'm going to do, and watch me carefully here, I'm just going to deal those cards face down into 2 rows. Just like that. Now with your pile, if you don't mind, we'll give it one more mix. All right, and this would be you, Reddit, mixing these cards. And now we're ready. I think these conditions were fair. The cards were mixed. We made sure that there weren't any matches to begin with. Now it's time for the actual ESP. I think this is going to work. What I'd like you to do is randomly take a card. Doesn't have to be the top, from anywhere in your packet, and turn it face up on the table. So let's say you picked this one, the green cross. All right, green cross. Now what I'm going to try to do is match the green cross. Now, I should point out one thing, if this hasn't already occurred to you. Because we mix these cards, right, it's possible that you might have perfect pairs in your hand, in which case, obviously, I would not be able to get the perfect pair here. If that's the case, and of course, since I have ESP, I would know if that were the case or not, right? But if that is the case, I'm going to do the best I can, so I'll probably match color or shape if that's possible. So just letting you know, just setting the expectations to their proper height. Okay, sorry, back to this. The green cross, I'm going to go there. Again, pick any card you like, any card you like. Okay, black square, black square. let's see. Do black square, black square. I'm gonna go here. Next card. Oh, great. Ooh. Yeah. Another one. Red star. Okay, we only got 3 options left. This should be getting easier, right? We'll go here. 2 options left. What do we say? Green circle. Green circle, 50-50. I mean, no, it's not 50-50. I know. It's got to be here. Green circle. Last one. Okay, another circle, a red circle. Got to be here. Got to be here. Now let's take a moment and observe something here. Remember what I said? It's possible that you would have had some of the perfect pairs, in which case that actually kind of lowered the expectations for me. It's now clear to me that that was not the case. I mean, of course, I always knew because of the ESP, right? But it's now clear to me that that I should have gotten an absolutely perfect. If I really have the ESP, I should have gotten a perfect match on every one. Does that make sense? Now, of course, that's actually much harder to do than just matching colors. Now, if you were to be a gentleman about this, you would let me change my mind, right? Yeah? No? I can't change my mind? That's okay, because I have ESP. I do. I really do. You want me to prove it? Whew, here we go. Green circle. That's one. What do we want to do? How about green cross? Do the greens. Green cross. That's 2. Black square. Black square. Red circle, red circle, red star, and blue wavy line with blue wavy line. ESP is the only explanation I can come up with. I hope you enjoyed that trick. Thank you very much for watching. So the commentary here, so this, like I said, this really was the first time I've worked with ESP cards, and I very quickly fell in love with them. I think they're really, really awesome. They make some so-so tricks great. In point of fact, a few weeks ago I posted Nick Trost matching pictures card trick, and I didn't get much response from it because it wasn't that great a trick. To quote one of the only person who responded, it was kind of a ho-hum trick, and that person was absolutely right. But, you know, I didn't want to give up on the ideas. So there's Nick Trost is very much involved with the handling of the cards here. So is Paul Curry. So is Tom Hubbard. And then, I don't honestly know the answer to this, but whoever did the earliest work on the kind of basics of ESP cards, they're involved with this too. So really I'm combining principles, Paul Curry principle from Out of This World, combining that with Nick Trost's a displacement principle from Nick Trost, and then a principle that, again, those who work with the ESP cards know that principle and can probably recognize it. All in all, I think it combines to be a very fair, which is therefore to say a very powerful matching effect, which of course is one of the staples of ESP cards, is to do matching effects. So I hope you liked that. I'm pretty pleased with it. What can I say? If you're curious about learning more, I can cite the sources in detail in the comments. Thanks much.